F Sport badge, a red interior, and some cool wheels. Because Lexus actually has 3 tiers of F Sport now to make it more confusing. There's F Sport Design, F Sport Performance, and F Sport Handle. And then there's full F. So there's technically 4. Well, there's like F Sport Performance, F Sport Handling, and F Sport Design.
It's like a Ford, you got the ST line and then ST.
Yeah.
And then BMW got M, whatever they call it.
M Sport.
M Sport, and then M.
Yep, and then you've got AMG line. You did.
They still did it.
Yeah, so anyway, branding. But this is the final year for this generation RX 350. Next year, they're gonna be coming out with a completely redone model. So we're gonna kind of take a look at why would you still get an RX 350? Why wouldn't you get the hybrid? Why wouldn't you get the new Lexus NX? Why wouldn't you get maybe something like a BMW X5? It definitely still has some merits though. Despite being pretty old, I think it still looks interesting. I do think it kind of looks like a slug.
It's very busy up front. You got a slot here, you got a light here, you got a fake, semi-fake vent here, and then a light here, and then same on the other side.
Yeah, I kind of pioneered the busy Lexus front end in a lot of ways, because the RX is one of their most popular models. And it's just so like rounded that I don't love the way it looks. It's so like stretched out. It looks like someone had a piece of taffy and like worked in these lines with
Look how skinny the tires are, I just realized.
Yeah, it's efficiency, man. But it's an F Sport.
And what was the fuel economy?
This only got 26 miles per gallon on our highway fuel economy test.
So you're getting these tires that skinny for...
Well, you don't really need thick tires for just a passenger car.
Be better over the bumps.
A little bit.
I don't think these tires are skinny, but I guess for an SUV they look skinny.
Yeah, they're
I
fine.
can get my whole hand on the...
They're probably 225 or 235s.
Observation.
Yep, 235s.
235s.
One thing I just want to check out, I just noticed there's a running board.
Very useless running board.
Like...
Very thin. Also, Nathan, do that again. That's so awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like... Now I'm all the way up to here.
Yeah.
Well, Alyssa's a good test for running boards because she's out of all of us who might actually use it, but I don't think this car is tall enough for you to need a running board to get into.
No, I'm gonna use it without.
Running boards are for pickup trucks, otherwise they're just for style's sake.
And then I'll use it with.
Is that easier?
It is. It is a lot easier. I can see this car being really useful for older people that have a hard time getting into cars and want something that is still big enough to haul their grandkids around, but also easy enough if they have hip replacements or anything like that.
So if you are part of the 1% of Daily Motors audience who is an old lady, RX 350 for you.
Yes.
You can climb on in there.
Yep.
So we're gonna be getting to your comments in just a few minutes here. It is brisk today. We'll probably keep our walk around fairly brief, but come around and take a look at the netted trunk.
Look how high this load floor is.
It is a
so
very high load floor.
Let me just, for example,
My hips are here.
Let's say you drop your wallet and someone goes and asks you if that's your wallet and picks it up and wants to put it in there. You have to go all the way down. Imagine this was a 50-pound wallet.
It is a lot.
It's really high.
Not only high, but you have to reach in quite a bit too. I mean, this is about a decent, almost a foot that you got to clear to get it into the trunk.
I wonder if it would be useful to carry like a mini tape measure.
Yeah.
And like measure these.
I feel like those type of like, how are you gonna visualize that kind of measure?ment? You know what I mean in the real world?
I guess
Well,
that's fair.
I know a good comparison, a Ford Edge, which is like very similar to this. The floor comes to about there, which doesn't look like much, but in practice,
Yeah, it makes a difference because again, you look at someone like Alyssa, and that's about her hip
Yep.
to reach in there. I mean, that's a sizable lift.
Yep.
Yeah, certainly is something to consider. But you can fold the rear seats. This is not the L model, so it's only 2 rows. There's a spare tire underneath there, you take my word for it, and the subwoofer for a very good Mark Levinson audio system.
there's a first aid kit too.
And a first aid kit for the 1% of the old ladies who, when they trip and fall, or when they put their back out, trying to reach things up into here, then they have a way to heal themselves.
That is a weird contradiction to have the really short running boards, but then have a very high load
You
height.
need a running board for back here. So
Yeah, seriously.
Or an air suspension to drop the back. That would help.
yeah, looks like you can put the seats down with that lever.
nice. It's just a manual kind of release thing. Yep. So let's get Alyssa and I in the back, Nathan in the front. We'll get to some of the comments.
Thank you, Nathan.
Our first glimpse at these very red seats, but very comfortable back seats. Even with the easy comfort seat all the way back at 5'10", I have knee room, I have plenty of headroom, and I can recline a lot.
Oh, a decent amount.
Yeah, significantly reclined.
That's actually really nice.
Lounge status
I like
activated.
that.
Oh, sorry, I was meant to pull this. There we go. Who do we got in the chat room today, Liz?
Say hello to Yas,
Hey, Yas.
Joey Finley,
Hey, Joey.
Joshua John,
Hi, Joshua John.
Miran Samadi,
Hey, Miran.
and the Pittsburgh Man,
Hey, Pittsburgh Man.
who says, gotta remember the SUV is made for old Japanese people who are on average shorter. That's a very good point,
That is actually a good point.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Man, did you see the description for this video? Curious if you did. It was geared toward him.
It was. That's
Yeah.
nice of you.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Commander Manny says, I have a 2019 RX F Sport.
Ah.
And
Very much
RX
this.
finally has CarPlay.
Yeah. Yeah, this very dated infotainment system, which we'll talk about a bit more once we're driving. But no, this car is very due for the new system that's in the Lexus NX. That'll improve this greatly.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Dux asks,
Dux.
is the RX built on a Camry chassis?
I don't know.
Chassis.
That would be more of maybe that person who owns an RX could tell us. Nathan, you don't know, do you?
No clue. And I don't, judging by the dimensions, I would not think so.
Yeah, maybe the new one. The new one probably will be the, might be, but I'm not sure. I'm not quite as familiar with Lexus models.
Christian Nunez says, hey guys,
Hello.
and also asks, do you think the NX is better?
I do think the NX is better. The new NX is very good. This is just like if you had like a all-star student in high school, you know, got really great grades and everything, and they just turned in like a meh paper that like for some people might be really good, but like you expect the all-star student to be getting at least B's at this point. So you're like, yeah, duh, of course the Lexus NX is going to be good, or RX is going to be good. It's just kind of going through the motions. There's still kind of mistakes, but like if Mitsubishi came out with this product, this would be like, wow, this is incredible. This is really nice. But it's Lexus, so like, of course.
The Pittsburgh Man laughed,
Okay, good.
and Miran Samadi said that dash looks hella old.
It does, indeed. Nathan can give you a little tour around there. It's not bad. I like having the clock right in the middle. I think that looks classy. And it's still functional. I like all the buttons for the HVAC controls and everything. But no, the screen is very just tacked on top there. But it's functional. I could go for bigger cup holders though. Also, Nathan, see if you can figure out what that push button does in the cup holder. See where it says push? No, I don't. I'll let him try to figure that out. No heated seats in the second row. That's a bit disappointing. Something that a lot of cars at this price point.
What is this price point?
I don't know. We're probably about 50 grand in this car. We don't have a window sticker.
No window sticker.
This is probably about 50-ish.
Okay.
Maybe 55 with the F Sport trimmings and the panel roof and stuff.
The Internet Warriors can check.
Oh, I figured it out.
What is it?
This is actually really cool. So
Okay.
you can, if you put like a big drink in here, the cup holder bottom actually pushes down. And the front one, then you push the little up arrow and it comes back up.
Neat.
Nice.
Thank you, Nathan.
Really very cool. Yeah, we couldn't figure it out.
One thing I'm not too sure about, I was just in a Tacoma today, a new one, that had probably the most solid interior I've ever been in any car. But this, like this isn't hard. And like when I did this in the Tacoma, there's no movement whatsoever. I was really impressed. But this,
That is interesting.
Yeah, I guess they just don't expect the old grannies to be beating on it. Although I do think I noticed a few rattles while I was driving this the first night as well.
like
It's a bit surprising. Yeah.
everything else is.
And this is brand spanking new. It's got 400 miles on it.
Huh.
I think we're the first ones to
Wow.
get this car.
Wow.
You can even smell it has like the new car smell. I mean, we've been sitting in it for a minute, but yeah.
The Lord Commander Manny says his, which was a 2019, was 58K.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Right. Joshua John wants to know how your Texas trip and Toyota event went.
They went well. The new Tundra is very good. It's hot down there. And then we went out and drove Boxsters. That video is going to be coming this weekend, later this week, I think. And then I drove BMWs out in California, and those were cool. Drove the new 2 Series, which I'm not supposed to tell you about yet. I mean, I can tell you I drove it, I just can't tell you how it is. And also drove the new R18 motorcycles. That was cool. The Alpina B8, which was super nice. Yeah.
Nice.
So thank you. Went well.
Alrighty. Joey says it will definitely help with a good refresh overhaul. Funny how Lexus has some amazing sound systems, but some of the worst infotainment. Yeah, I know. That's why I typically recommend Volvos over Lexuses, partially because I like the sound just that much better. But also, like, you get in the new GX, or well, the previous last year GX and the LX, and you're like, okay, this sounds awesome, but it's atrocious to use and doesn't have any of my good inputs. So why would I recommend this to someone? That's fair.
Also, a shout out to Alyssa for a new haircut. Everyone say if you like it, and if you don't say anything.
I got a new haircut today too.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
Nathan got a new haircut as well.
The age of haircuts.
And I got a beard cut because I dressed up as Richard Hammond for Halloween.
Yep.
So if you want to see that photo, check out Topher Brower on Instagram. I think he tagged us.
Nice. Very cool.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Chris, the Topher was Jeremy Clarkson, and Topher Brower was James May. Yep.
Yes. Very fun. The Pittsburgh Man says the new Tundra Dash is amazing though. Just gotta wait for all their products to get refreshed to that.
Oh yeah, no, new Tundra is excellent, and the new NX is really good. I mean, some people don't like the way the screen goes on the NX, but I think it's pretty good.
Do you know when the Toyota GR86 is coming out?
It's already out. I don't know if you can like actually go into a store and buy one, but we're getting the BRZ in 2 weeks. So I mean, the 86, it's out. People have driven it. It's released. I just don't know if you can buy it yet.
And Joshua John is also asking if you guys have a Mercedes GLB review coming soon.
It's weird. The GLB is one of the few new cars that I've never driven, and I don't understand why. It's just always eluded us. And yeah, maybe I just need to go to a Mercedes dealer or something and drive one. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, it's the same as the GLA and the the GLA and the A and the what's the CLA? CLA. So
CLA?
Yeah.
Not GLC?
No.
They don't do that?
GLC is a little bigger.
Oh.
Yep, but it's the same platform as the GLA.
Miran says, when someone talks about the RX 350, automatically I imagine a grandma trying to drive to church.
Well, good thing she can get in with these running boards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So, so far we are all caught up.
Great. Well, let's do a little flipping and flopping. And Nathan, any more observations on the front?
Pretty much everywhere that you can tell, like, where this wasn't, every part that wasn't put together at one plant, or at a different plant from where it would have originally like come from. Like, steering wheel is very well put together. Then just like the fit and finish, like all these trim pieces kind of like move around and stuff, and it's interesting.
Nathan doesn't like his cars to move.
I've noticed that with Toyotas, like some can either be very good or some can be just like when it comes to how everything's put together. It just kind of blows my mind.
Pittsburgh Man says Charlie's looking too old for Alyssa now. Yeah, it's true, because your haircut makes you look a little bit younger. And my stupid goatee makes me look older. I told Alyssa that. She didn't believe, well, maybe.
Well, I do believe you, but I don't mind. It's funny though, because I'm actually older than Charlie.
Yes. Yeah. She's a cradle robber. Cougar.
And by 3 months.
Alyssa, any more thoughts for the rear seat?
I'm really pleasantly surprised with how comfortable it is. It's not actually reclining all that much, and I still feel like I'm like lounging. Yeah. And I really like that. This would be really nice to ride in for long, like, road trips, especially because there's so much leg room. I feel like I could do a lot back here. Gotcha. And you could just kind of like disappear in the back seat and just kind of chill out. I like that. Well, good. We'll get the ultimate backseat test from Nathan.
Can I go on a little general car rant?
Sure.
So, these things right here, these little door locks, the stupidest thing ever, because soft, nice, soft leather, as it should be right here, because you rest your elbow right there when you're driving, but then they put this thing there, which in this car doesn't look like it'd be too big of a deal because of where the steering wheel is, but in a lot of cars I see it, and then you put your elbow there, and that's in the way, and you can lock it, and it goes down, but you still got like a hard piece there, just put it in there, or don't. I've seen cars where they don't even have an exposed thing. Just a rant that I've ranted about for my entire life, pretty much.
We could almost just have a whole channel called Nathan's Car Rants. Could be Daily Motor Shorts. You could just once a week, just like Friday rant day or something.
Yeah.
Like, here's Nathan's rant for the week.
That's actually not that bad.
Things. All right, let's do one more walk around, address a few of Joshua John's questions, and then get on the road.
Step on my running board so I don't fall.
Joshua John asked if the L version is worth it, and I think that just comes down to if you need the third row. If you don't need the third row, then don't do it. And I think the key's inside. Nathan, you mind pressing the brake lights?
Trunk signals too. Are those?
And then turn the flashers on as well. Those brake lights actually look pretty neat.
They're neat.
Those both look cool. I don't know how well you can see it right now with the shadows, but take a look at the brake lights. They look sweet. Here. That does look cool. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
All right, let's fire it up and get on the road.
Wait, trunk signals. What does that mean? That?
Yeah.
Are you, really?
What's the trunk?
Okay.
If you meant something else, Joshua John, just let us know.
Oh, you got cup holders back here.
Where is the key? Oh, it's in my pocket. There we are. Looks like our signal's doing fantastic. That's good.
DCR Gamer said, I loved your 911 Turbo S video.
Oh.
That's my dream car. Hopefully I can get one before EVs take over.
Awesome. Yeah, the Turbo S was an amazing car. So it's an excellent exercise in engineering. But thank you.
You're always going to be able to drive your Porsche, because Porsche, or is it Porsche or Porsche? I always forget.
Technically Porsche.
Because Porsche and Ducati are developing synthetic fuel. So that one gas is outlawed in Europe, and I think 2035 or 2030, you can still legally drive your Porsche.
Very nice.
Porsche.
Porsche.
It's Leviosa.
And if you don't know what synthetic fuel is, which most people don't, just look it up, and there's some really awesome videos on it by some big name YouTubers.
Does Jason Fensky have one of those? Engineering Explained?
I think so.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's where I first saw it.
This is rocking the 3.5 liter Toyota V6, which is a great motor. And it's not quite as luxury-esque as some of the other powertrains that go into Lexus vehicles. I would say the 450h feels like more of a Lexus vehicle, or a luxury vehicle. You are not turning there, mister. You're not gonna do it. Don't even try. Okay.
Or do it and get a lot of views on YouTube from that.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Can you shut the top link for me, please? It's
Sure.
extremely bright.
Is it
Nope,
this one?
other one.
Would you like both of them?
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Sure. Also, this car isn't quite as quiet on the highway as I would have expected it to be. Unfortunately, we won't be able to take it on the highway, but I'll try to do some highway speeds.
Is this a sporty Lexus or a soft and floaty Lexus?
Kind of in between.
See, now that doesn't really work.
Exactly.
It's gotta be one way or the other. You
Right.
can't just do, like, it can't be, unless you develop the most amazing adaptive suspension in the world
Yeah.
that can do both. You can't do both.
I would always, unless it's essentially a Miata, I would almost always rather have floaty. Because like the S-Class we had for last week.
So floaty.
So floaty, but that didn't mean you couldn't still drive it fast. Like you could still hustle it, you still
Yeah.
put it in Sport Plus. Yeah, the suspension got a little bit stiffer, but body roll is okay. You can still drive fast with it. But this car, yeah, it's not quite as smooth as you would think it should be for being what it is.
Body roll doesn't mean bad handling performance. It
No.
just means that you just feel the roll.
Right.
It just leans to one side.
Interesting.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes body roll is better because it transfers weight to the outside wheel as you're going around a corner. It increases grip.
Now, arguably, if you had like a very tall SUV and a too much body roll, it would lift up the inside wheels, and that would not be good. But that rarely happens these days, and yeah, I mean, even Miatas have quite a bit of body roll, and they're obviously great to drive.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Probably got to get to some comments.
Yes, Joey Finley is heading out.
Oh,
He
see
said
you,
it was
Joey.
good to catch the live while I could. See you all next time.
Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for your support, Joey. He's our one Daily Motor activist. list.
Absolutely, yeah. Lord Commander Manny says the RXL is made for small children, which makes
yeah, that's
sense
true.
because not much space to fit like a third row in here.
Right.
And the worst part of the RX is the GPS.
Yeah. It's pretty, I mean, it's not awful, but like compared to what you get in other cars at this price, I mean, compare this to like the Mercedes system or a BMW or something. I mean, it's just ancient.
We're good on comments.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And of course you have a Sport Plus mode, because that matters.
It makes so much noise in the back from the exhaust.
Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it too, kind of a whooshing sound.
How much do you think this car weighs?
$5,000 maybe? 40, between 45 and 5,000 probably.
Let me just look it up.
Okay.
Can you feel that when you're driving it? Does it feel like you're driving a large vehicle?
Yeah, it does feel fairly large.
Okay.
And you have paddle shifters, of course, because this is obviously a sportsmobile.
Between 4,200 and 4,900 pounds.
Nice.
How big is this thing? Like,
Oh, you could have gone. Oh boy. Dimension-wise?
like, yeah, what would this compare to?
It's kind of an odd in between, kind of like the Ford Edge is an odd in between. It's not quite as big as a GLE and an X5, but it is bigger than a X3 and a GL.
Because this thing is really heavy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's heavier than the Taurus.
yeah. And as we all know, the Taurus is a boat.
Oh, there's a cop down there. Way down there, though.
I don't care about cops. We can't turn off traction control while we're driving because Lexus. So we're just gonna have to get some inhibition here. It's a fairly neutral chassis though, so that's cool. As good as this 3.5 liter is, we only got 26 miles per gallon on the highway, so not fantastic, not awful really when you consider the size of the vehicle, but there are definitely others in the class that'll do better. But you don't need to put premium fuel in it, so that's nice.
Oh, that is nice.
Yes.
You can get F-150s that weigh less than this.
Wow. Huh. Miran says, I don't think it holds the gears. I tested on a 2018 and it didn't hold, so I don't have faith about this one.
Ron, what were you doing test driving 2018 Lexus RX 350s? You trying to tune one of those up to 1,000 horsepower too?
That'd be funny.
Are you trying to kill a grandma?
Or was, how about your girlfriend? Is she into Lexuses? How's she doing? Is she enjoying her, I can't remember if he got her, I think he got her a Land Rover, but it might have been a Cayenne. I'm blanking at this point.
The Pittsburgh Man says all Lexus vehicles should come with that V8 in the IS 500.
That would be awesome. That is a good motor.
Yeah.
What is it with creaky plastics nowadays?
I'm pretty sure creaky plastics have always existed. You're just noticing them more and more.
Like, some car companies can do no creaks, and then, like Mercedes, that's super creaky.
Super creak, super creak,
So,
super creaky.
We've been driving around. Oh, look, a Blazer among Broncos.
Huh.
We've been driving around in Sport Plus mode. Have you two felt sporty?
Absolutely
plus?
not.
No.
No.
What, you're saying 2,000 RPM and a mild suspension is not Sport Plus for you?
And what would
Doesn't
this
feel
be?
like it.
This would be equivalent to a yacht, not just a boat. It's a yacht. How heavy it is.
Speaking of yacht, look at that nice private jet there. That's cool.
Ooh, neat.
Those two Delta planes still haven't moved. What's up?
Joshua John says the door placard should show the weight and some other info.
I don't know if it actually shows the vehicle weight. I know it shows the max weight, the GVWR, but I don't know if it shows the as tested weight. I'll double check.
I think it's raining way over there.
It does look pretty dark.
Raining or snowing?
Look over
Possibly
there.
snow, actually.
It's been at
It
Nemo's. It snowed pretty hard.
Yeah. First day of snow so far in southeastern Michigan.
So shout out to our donation amounts. If you'd like to help us put gas in this 3.5 liter, we'll try to do a burnout. But we'll at least do a launch. And our $20 donation goal today is to help us pay for the fact that we have to come up with things to say about an RX 350 for an hour.
That costs money to pay for that fact.
It just helps make it easier on our souls.
Yeah. Yeah, Joey Finley was like, this one's kind of dry.
Yep.
Good note.
Yep, but we can make it interesting. We'll try to drift it around or something.
Is that front wheel, all wheel, rear wheel?
All wheel. Let's just see what we can do here. We're in everything off.
So bright. Oh!
Nope. Even with everything off, nothing really happened.
It just went in a circle fast.
Yep.
Joshua says, please do a live review of the Delta Jet.
That would be awesome. Someday on Daily Motor, we will do
It is a motor.
a POV test flight. Yes.
Yep.
If you put in $1 million into the chat, I'll jump the fence with the camera and go review it as quickly as I can.
Nathan will find some creaky plastics to complain about.
As the security system, this plastic's a little creaky. Get down.
How do you like the interior? And that's actually for everyone. How does everyone like the interior?
I like the interior.
I guess I'm in the middle. I think it's a little cramped feeling for as large as this car is.
Really?
The back is not cramped at all.
No,
the back
not
feels
at all.
Very
It's really
spacious.
very cool.
But the up front, like, I was fine on the highway, don't get me wrong, but like the cup holder's a little small. There's not a bunch of space.
Your knees look very uncomfortable, but they're not at the pedal.
No, they're really, yeah, I'm just chilling. These extend, so that's good. We got handles here that feel nice.
Oh, wow. The seats go back and forth up here.
Oh, so you can get even more room back in the back.
That's
area.
actually
That's
really-
good.
that's
Good to
cool.
know.
So I can, yeah, that's cool.
And then I'm not a huge fan of the way the leather feels. I think this is the fake leather, and it just doesn't feel soft and supple. So, in fact, yeah, it doesn't smell like leather. I bet this is the new Tex or whatever they call it, the fake.
This
Fakey fakes.
section is softer than this section.
Yeah, it is. What else? That RX 350 Miran drove was for his friend's grandma. He insisted that I test it, so I did my job and drove it. Fair enough, that makes sense. Pittsburgh Man asked, what does the exhaust sound like? After these comments, we'll have Nathan go out with the camera and test it.
Great.
Camp Fund says, have you guys driven the non-F Sport version of the RX yet? I don't think so, because I think Lexus just always gives us F Sports because they think it looks cool. But to be fair, I don't think the F Sport changes the suspension at all in this car. I could be mistaken. Pretty sure it's just appearance. Blah, 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 blah. Sam Guy, I know the IS350 F Sport gauge cluster physically moves out like the LFA, but just wondering, does the RX 350 F Sport gauge cluster move as well? Well, let's see. Oh. Darn.
Hardly anything.
Really? Sounds kind of good from in here.
It sounds better from up there, but you just really don't get.
Probably because it's so muffled.
Yeah.
The engine itself probably sounds neat.
Man, it's getting cold out there.
Yeah. Do a quick walk around and engine view. The engine looks decent. Now, if y'all want Nathan or Alyssa to get behind the wheel, we will do a driver swap at any donation. Just put in who you request. So here it is. It's kind of just a gray, luxury car gray color. It would be very, just fit into the Starbucks parking lot. And there's your engine. It makes power. Yeah, nice cover. Very clean, very new. Do have double paned glass in the window, so that's good. Also, feel how smooth the paint is right now. It's very waxed. Time to motor daily.
Very cute.
Nathan doesn't have heated seats back there. I don't know why.
the horror.
Nathan, do you actually want to be up here?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me one bit.
Okay. Jeremiah Emmanuel J is asking, if you were looking at everything, quality, reliability, style, driving experience, value, would you pick this or the GV80?
Oh man, the GV80 stunts on this. Yeah, I mean, you could argue this is going to have better reliability, absolutely. I don't think Genesis is going to be bad, but I don't think they're going to, no one's going to be Lexus levels of reliable either. But the GV80 looks so good. I mean, this, you're literally just going to look like any like 50-year-old lady at Starbucks in this car. The GV80 is going to turn heads. It's nicer interior. Sound quality is not quite as good, but it's close enough. No one's going to notice.
Okay.
Better infotainment, better features, better value. Yeah, GV80 for me.
Here's the problem with this for me. The gas mileage. The type of vehicle it is, like, you would expect it to get better gas mileage. But it doesn't, like, you could get this gas mileage in a Ford Explorer or like other vehicles of that size that have the third row and extra space. But this, because it's so heavy, but it's still so small, it just puts it in a weird, really weird spot.
I agree.
Nice. Okay.
Otherwise, though, I like pretty much everything about it. I haven't driven it yet, but
Is this an SHO?
it's a fake.
That's okay.
So it's just an SEL with the sport appearance package.
Wow. That's really nice. Hey, we have a $2 Canadian donation from the Pittsburgh Man
Hey, thanks.
requesting a launchy launch.
All right, we will launchy McLauncher it up.
Nice. Ron has an update
Okay. On his girlfriend?
Yes.
Cool.
The Cayenne that I ordered for her. It'll arrive in 4 months, which means it'll arrive almost 2 weeks before her birthday.
Hey.
That is so nice. Does she know? Is it a surprise? Because that would be adorable.
That would be cool. Are you gonna put a bow on it, like in those
Oh my
commercials?
gosh.
Imagine if it wasn't a surprise because she watched Daily Motor.
Yeah.
Wait, also, before I forget, Miran, did you have fun with your new McLaren?
Woo! Wow.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Ron, can you buy me a Porsche Cayenne? Or Cayenne, whichever one it is.
You gonna date him?
I was gonna say, I assume his girlfriend is probably doing favors for him that you would have trouble doing from Michigan.
Oh gosh. Miran, I apologize on behalf of these two.
Right, it's not a Friday.
It's not Friday.
Whatever's going on down there
I
is
know.
some severe debauchery.
I really want to know what's happening
Someone
down
steal
there.
my Focus.
There's a...
There wouldn't even be that many cops for your Focus.
There's like
Well,
at least 2 cop lights.
There's like a major, like, it's a bunch of cocaine and underneath the seat or
Drug bust.
something.
Yeah, it's like my Taurus.
Oh.
Race this semi-truck.
For those of you that actually nobody knows, I bought a $500 Ford Focus the other day.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
Very nice. Dole _ says, nice. He also says that screen is so small. Can you see anything in it? Meaning this one?
If you're talking about this one, it's not that small. It's very large. It's just kind of far away and a little lower resolution.
Next to my iPhone 12.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is that a copy? No, it's just a truck.
Copy McCopster? Xavier says, hey bro.
Hey, bro. So, bro. So.
And the Pittsburgh Man says Koreans over Japanese these days, honestly.
Not with everything, but with some things, yes.
Oh,
With game shows, yes.
We are turning around with game shows.
We're going to launch it.
Oh, correct.
All right. We're going to hold the traction control button so we get fullish stability control off.
Full-ish.
Yep. Sport Plus, because that matters.
It does not.
And then pull out. Game strong. Brake torque. There's 60.
It sounds kind of loud, but you don't feel the loudness.
Right. That's a good way to put it. You don't feel it. But it does sound decent. I agree with that.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you for the donation. And Pittsburgh Man, you can also request a new driver if you would like. You can put one of these two yahoos behind the wheel.
He also says the gas mileage is so bad it forces you to get a hybrid.
There you go. Yeah, get the 458.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And get one even heavier.
Wow.
That's probably the one that weighs 4,900 pounds.
Yeah.
Jeez. Is that a higher price too? The
Probably
hybrid?
a little bit. Probably not a lot, but a little. Yeah.
One of these with a hybrid would actually be pretty good.
Yeah, we had one last year. It was fine. The only problem is it's the older Toyota hybrid system, so it's not quite as good as the newer, like the RAV4 hybrid or the Camry.
Going back to Nathan reviewing that plane, the Pittsburgh Man says Nathan is willing to jump the fence to the plane in order to get to Miran.
Aww.
I feel like that's going to be an ongoing joke for a while.
Nathan, get in the plane.
If Mom and I do ever meet someday, it'll be very awkward.
Oh, yeah, probably will be.
Also, is that snow or sleet?
It's a mixture. It definitely seems like a wintry mix.
Yes. Juan says, what's up, bruh?
Juan.
And the Pittsburgh Man also says it's loud and slow. So basically any Honda Civic.
Loud and slow. Rip.
Joshua John is asking if we can take it off-road. Does it have off-road things?
If we get $20 donation, I will take it through the mild off-road section. We do have a locking center diff, so that is something.
Well, that's just when you need to get over to the Starbucks curb.
When you accidentally run it over anyways.
Right. Or only just $9 left in the Cash App. Yeah, Nathan, look at the hood.
Oh, wow.
Snow.
Snow!
Yeah.
You guys can't see it because it's too small. Snow. Welcome to Michigan. Ron says the 765 LT is at the shop getting PPF and ceramic coating.
That's fair.
Yep.
That would be a hard thing for me, getting PPF and ceramic coating, if like I had this new car and then I had to wait for that to get done too before I could drive it.
Yeah, Miran also has so many other really fun cars too.
Yeah, but I feel like each new one's still probably special.
Yeah.
Also, do you have your Plaid yet, Miran? I can't remember if you do or not.
Pittsburgh Man wants me to drive just so we can see how close to the steering wheel I need to get.
Hey, you joke, but that is a valuable test to some people, so...
There are so many times where I'm driving on the highway and I look over as I'm passing these plebs and it's all women. And it makes me feel so irritated by them because they are literally like this. This is the steering wheel and they are that close. And like their body is, they just look so dumb. Don't drive like that.
Don't they also realize if they get in an accident, they're going to be crushed by the airbag?
They don't realize that, and that's frustrating. So
there are just so many dumb people out there.
We have words for those. My girlfriend doesn't know that I ordered the Cayenne. She thinks that I'm going to give the RS6 to her. By the way, she doesn't like the RS6 because it's too low, but she drives it as a daily for the time. Very kind of you. And that is exciting. If you get a chance to film it, you should put it on YouTube.
That would be really nice.
Lord Commander Manny says it's 84 here in South Florida. I missed the snow. Yeah, we like snow too.
Yeah, we do.
Also, you missed Xavier Soto saying brake test part 2.
Ah.
So Alyssa will have to do the brake test now.
Ah. Okay.
All right. Quick swap. Nathan, you want front or back?
Back.
Okay. Here it is, the RX 350 in all of its blaze and glory. Cool headlights, little DRLs. Got some Lexus kick plates there. Some F Sport RX floor mats.
Show them the...
Oh yeah, this is kind of neat. The side pockets flip out. So like you can see Alyssa's purse, this is a medium-sized purse. You can yank this out kind of Porsche Boxster style. And slip that in. Close it. It's cool. Slip it in.
This is interesting because I feel like
It's going forward too.
Yeah, it goes like, and a lot of seats do that, where they push you forward as, I mean, all of them do actually, where they push you forward as well as going up.
Yeah.
But, and the upper half, like this part of the seat also couldn't go up, so that you're not like dumped out like that.
Like a little teapot.
I feel so tall.
Yeah, you did get pretty high. We got here. No, I haven't got the Plaid yet, but I got the Ducati 2 weeks ago. Hey, nice. Is it everything you'd hoped for? Because those are pretty sweet. I saw Yami Noob is getting a Ducati Aprilia V4 factory for the next giveaway bike. Alyssa's getting toast tea.
Oh, look how much space I have now.
Yeah, Nathan's almost S-Class levels of space.
Oh, it smells good.
Oh, thank you.
Got a lot of cat hair in it though.
Yeah. I kind of blend into the seats.
Yeah, you're right, you do. Alyssa's just a floating head. Also, I don't know how you use this thing. It's so slippery.
So you just gotta have a grip. Get a grip, Charles.
So,
Okay. Ooh, I'm like expecting. Oh, it's a Toyota product. That's why. It's got like the weird.
How close are you to the steering wheel right now? Oh, not that close.
she's not too bad. Airbag would probably hit her, but not.
Well, it's
too
supposed
bad.
to
Just a tip.
kind of hit you.
That's
Well,
supposed
your
to
head
stop
is supposed to come into it.
Yeah.
Hers,
Oh,
it would
nice.
probably break her nose, but maybe not. Pittsburgh Man, ventilated front seats, yes, right there. Heated and cooled, and you got the auto mode. So if you have auto heated and cooled seats, then if you need to cool down, it'll cool you down. Very automatic.
I don't really need. a
How many
turn signal.
people do we have?
We have 16.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a really slow response to, like me pressing on the gas.
Yes.
So I'm pressing it, boom. Pressing it, boom. Like you feel like you hear the car rev up, but then you don't feel it actually push you for like another full second. Whatever. I do like head-up displays.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that even has it. Yeah, I don't know why Tesla doesn't just put a head-up display in the Model 3 and Model Y. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to do.
Maybe they'll update it.
All of a sudden it just appears. Like, how
That'd be actually really cool.
they update by breaking into your house and just adding it in there.
Jeez.
One thing I will say, I do like the attention to detail even in the back.
Yeah?
They just, like, they carried on the nice stitching and the nice materials, the cool, like, aluminum trim and stuff. And the little chrome around the window switches.
It's good. Good.
It does feel kind of sluggish. It's like,
Drives like it looks.
yeah, drives like it looks.
Robotic
You are what
slug.
you eat. Yeah.
You are. A lot of play in the
A
wheel.
lot of play in the wheel.
Just kind of a dead zone.
Yeah. This is really very much a car for people that aren't into driving.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
But
it is-
like they want to look, they want something that is Lexus because they probably have heard that Lexus is decent. And the red interior is to make you feel flashy, but you're not driving necessarily very flashy, despite Sport Plus.
That's why my stepmother's talked about getting one of these, and I just don't think it's the right choice for her because she has a BMW X1 and a Mazda Miata, two very fun, engaging, good to drive cars. This is not. It is not
No.
any of those things.
No.
So I just feel like she's gonna get behind the wheel, kind of like you are. I mean, you're used to your Model Y, and then you're like, this feels very sluggish. It feels just kind of delayed and subdued.
I really have to press on the gas quite a bit for it to go, like at all. And I'm not used to that. And then when you do, it kind of lurches you forward. So you press on it just a little bit and you're like, go, go, go. And it's like, oh, you want me to go? So that is a driving style you're going to have to get used to if that's not something that you already deal with.
Jeremiah Emanuel Jace has a laughing face, and Xavier Soto says, what kind of sound audio is it and how much power? Don't know the wattage. Wattage doesn't matter when it comes to sound quality, but it is a Mark Levinson. It's very, very good. A tier.
A tier. That's good.
Miran says his bike is great but scary at the same time. Under control for 245 horsepower on a motorcycle is no joke. At 125 when you floor it, it wheelies. By the way, it has wheelie control. Yeah, that's kind of nuts, Miran. I have a 70 horsepower bike and it feels fast, so I cannot imagine 245 horsepower. Also, Focus ST.
The vanity plate says 1 bullet.
One bullet. I don't.
One bullet, or is there an L? No, just one bullet.
One bullet.
One bullet left.
Nathan experienced the V-Strom with its all 70 horsepower and 45 pound-feet of torque, and I mean, it's enough to be exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lord Commander Manny, I went from Stelvio to RX because problems with the Stelvio. Hey, I believe that. The RX is like the opposite end of the spectrum. It's like overcorrecting for the unreliability of an Alfa Romeo. I just think it should be illegal how unreliable Alfa Romeo is. I don't actually think. I mean, it's a free market economy, but like, how can a company get away with that?
Yeah.
You know, being as bad as Alfa Romeo is.
I thought I was going.
Wow.
Probably didn't expect you to go all the way around.
That's why I turned my turn signal on. Yeah. But made him look at me. Nah.
Yeah.
It's not exciting. It's comfortable. I will say that. I do like the seat height. I think the steering wheel is pretty fine. I do understand what you mean, Charlie, when you say you don't really like the leather, whatever it is that Lexus use. It's got a chalky feel to it, if you guys know what I mean by that. It's got like this, I don't know. It's smooth, but it's kind of chalky-ish to the touch.
Yeah. Also, but you do look comfortable where the wheel is. I mean, it's a good ratio for you, it looks like.
Everything in here is really, it feels like it's made to fit my body style, my height. It really goes up quite a lot. It's easy enough to drive. Everything, absolutely everything. I mean, if you show Charlie, like, I can reach all of these without actually having to lean forward at all, which is actually a big deal because I've been in an older Ford Focus, and that was not the case. It's weird because it's like angled away from you, from what I can remember.
Now here's the test, Alyssa. Try to bring up AM radio.
Can I go through this turn first?
Sure.
Actually.
Yeah. Let's see how Alyssa responds to the trackpad.
Is that it?
That's FM.
Oh, AM? Oh,
Rather than on a stage.
I don't even know. No.
2015, he wanted to create a new
I'm all over the road.
theater when in the streets rather than on a...
I don't think I've ever used that station list. No.
Commercials and try desperately to find a signal. Where you
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Really great
There it is.
45 and Sterling.
What I was trying is to do some sort of thing with the trackpad, but we don't need to get into that, I suppose. Like if you needed to go up here and change the source.
Oh, like all the way up here? Then I would have to lean forward just
It's
a little
not a
bit.
touchscreen. Oh, it is. They put the touch screen in here. That's good. It didn't used to be a touchscreen. It used to be only this trackpad.
It's a nice sound.
Anyway, trackpad sucks. That's what I was trying to say.
This is a trackpad.
Yeah.
No, I totally would never even go towards using that.
Pittsburgh Man said, maybe Nathan can get Miran to throw in a Ducati for Charlie.
Nice.
Xavier Soto said, I did a brake test on my car and the car went forward.
Oh, I'm supposed to do a brake test.
That's not encouraging. Pittsburgh Man said, out of SUVs you've driven, Alyssa, where does it rank?
I gotta remember all the SUVs I've driven. I drove at Honda CR-V. I'd put it a couple steps below that. I actually really liked that car a lot. It was much bigger, bulkier, tankier feeling, but I don't think I remember it being so sluggish on the gas pedal. The Mazda CX-30, I put that above the Honda. So, yeah, it's a little bit down there for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Not exciting and just not very, like, meh. It's really good on comfort, though.
Dole _ says, this is good for short people. Or this looks good for short people.
Yeah. I would put that as one of the things in
Okay,
comfort.
Interrupt real fast. See those two Buicks right there? Looks like a video game. How there's two identical Buicks.
Yeah, seriously, they're like exactly the same.
Yeah.
That's funny. Anyway.
Should I continue to drive it and do a brake test on this road up here?
Sure.
And then we can, I'll drive over to the...
Well, then come back and we'll give Nathan a little bit of time behind the wheel.
I can also just let him do that right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll do that. Are you okay with that, Nathan?
Yeah, just pull into that parking lot there.
Yeah.
Miran says the original GT350 is getting back from the shop. It's complete with a sequential transmission, 6-speed, certified cage, and ... and more apparently.
Ooh.
Probably twin turbo. Well, it was already twin turbo, and maybe nitrous. I don't know. And then Pittsburgh Man said, "I forgot AM radio is a thing."
Me too.
And he said, "Did you get a chance with the Telluride?" I don't know if you drove the Telluride, did you?
No, I don't think you were allowing me to.
I don't think it was a matter of allowing. You probably just didn't do it.
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah.
That was a big car.
Yeah. Okay. Xavier said 40 miles per hour. All right, we'll have him do it at 40.
Getting out though, my knee just hit this. I don't like that.
Pittsburgh Man said in regard to those Buicks, more proof we live in a simulation.
Get Nathan in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I just turned on the camera with my knee.
Oh yeah, it's the cool like up around the car for any kids' toys camera.
Oh my god.
That's actually
Listen.
really cool.
Nathan's in skyscraper mode.
I don't know how it's as high as it'll go.
Yeah, I think Alyssa typically has seats about as high as they'll go.
Yeah, I need to.
Okay, so we're gonna spend another 5 minutes or so driving. Nathan's gonna do a brake test. We'll get his driving impressions, and then get back to the shop and wrap things up. So if you have any last minute requests or questions on the RX, let us know.
I feel like I need to be closer to everyone else.
You could scoot yourself
I could. How do you?
underneath.
Alright.
Oh, it goes so far. It goes so far. Look at that.
Nice.
The whole hand width.
Let's drive.
Dole says, "Oh, Nathan got stuck."
Just gonna do it illegal.
Yeah, that's fine. I know. If there ain't no signs, you're good to go.
That was illegal?
Yeah, technically, it was probably a one-way, but
Not a felony, but alright. Sport mode.
would you like Sport or Sport Plus?
Sport
because
plus.
it matters.
That's gonna make all the difference. Oh, that gate is cool. Right, 60 miles an hour. Right after this concrete pad.
Ugh.
Probably not the most accurate representation because it is
Snowing.
moist out.
And some broken pavement. Still pretty good. Pittsburgh Man said, "What's on the schedule for Friday?" Technically, we have a Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid. There's a slim chance we're going to live drive it, but maybe. Probably not, but maybe.
Can I just have a comfort mode? There's no. Oh wait.
I think it's normal, eco, and a bunch of the sports.
Yeah, for a car like this, you'd think you'd want a comfort, right?
Yeah. What the heck? Let's have it in eco.
Normal mode's probably better. Eco's very sluggish.
Where's normal?
Just press. That's custom. That's normal.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything for normal mode. These roads look so clean and organized. Our roads are basically in hell, says Dolex _.
We're in
Interesting.
hell.
Apparently. Where are you at, Dole?
In hell.
Ah.
Wow.
Driving around my Lexus.
I respect that Suburban for just going.
Yeah.
Not waiting and slamming on the brakes. Just go.
Causing traffic jam.
Yep.
Smooth.
I just realized Nathan's and Alyssa's shirt match. Shirts.
Oh,
Almost.
thanks.
Ron said, "Just going to say that the original GT350 is built to go 6 seconds quarter mile. It has wheel tubs for bigger tires and a solid axle to handle 2,300 wheel horsepower, and it runs on pure methanol. Wow. Can you even fathom that? 6 seconds 0 to 60? Or not 0 to 60,
Quarter
sorry.
mile.
Quarter mile.
Yeah, I can fathom 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. I'm wondering what that 0 to 60 is though.
Yeah, probably like 1. Decent rotation. Xavier Soto says, put a water bottle on the windshield. I don't know exactly what he means. Pittsburgh Man says, ooh, Mitsubishi, the Outlander doesn't look too bad. I think it's a step up from whatever they were doing before. No, Pittsburgh Man, this is the old Outlander. This is like the 2021 plug-in hybrid one, not the new one. So
Should I go back
it'll
to
be
the garage?
fun. Yes.
Do you think it pipes in sound in the back?
No.
You don't think so?
Why would
Because it sounds weird when Nathan...
It's just the rushing of the air probably going through the mufflers.
Okay.
I've hear that same sound on a lot of cars.
Okay.
Here you go, Liz.
Thank you.
Backseat comfort is good?
Backseat comfort is excellent.
Good.
Really, really very nice. Yeah.
Brake feel kind of a bit touchier than I was expecting.
Like I said, it's a weird in-between car.
I don't like that in between it. Like I'd rather this be super cushy, wallowy.
That's how I felt about the Toyota Avalon too. The first time I drove one, I was like, I expected this to be just a big cushy boat, and it was not.
Oh look, that's a hybrid. It has no hybrid badges on, but I can tell by the design it's the hybrid.
Hybrid Yukon?
Yep.
Yukon?
The Pittsburgh Man says, oh no, that's beep, then beep, 2021. LOL.
This thing, what the heck?
Yeah, have you ever used one of these?
No. Navigation, what navigation over here? No. Can I make this bigger? What is this? What if I want a bigger map? What is this semi doing?
Is he gonna try to beat you?
He might. He got a lot of...
Oh, I better put it in Sport Plus mode. I can't let that happen.
He's going.
I really think that was gonna work. It's probably like old lady in a Lexus. No, this is the F Sport. It's for young people. He didn't beat anyone. Look at that. I don't know what he was doing.
Jeez. Tomas is asking what the sound quality is like compared to the Volvo XC60.
The Bowers and Wilkins in the XC60 is slightly better than this, but this is very on par or slightly better than the Harman Kardon, the Volvo.
And Xavier Soto is asking what will happen if you push the gas and brake at the same time.
You brake torque it.
Try when you're moving though.
A lot of cars usually it just cuts the power out.
I'm surprised it's not telling you that you have the brake pressed, because Toyota usually does that.
Huh. Maybe. I'll try over 25.
Weird.
That's weird. Yeah, my Volvo would cut the power out. All right.
Final thoughts?
It drives nice. It's very smooth, comfortable. I like the way you sit. I like how the steering wheel feels.
You like how the wheel feels?
I do like how the wheel feels. It's very smooth. Corners fine. Acceleration fine for this vehicle. Yeah, it's a fine car.
Fair
Could be
enough.
better. Could be worse.
You know what I would pick over this?
What?
Lincoln Aviator.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'd pick a Nautilus over this.
Have you driven a Nautilus?
I've driven an Edge.
Yeah, but the Nautilus is like literally just an Edge.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
You'd pick an Edge over this?
I want to pick if I was getting something that's expensive, I'd pick the Nautilus, but I like the way the Edge drives better than this.
But the Nautilus is like literally a much more expensive Edge for nothing nicer about it. It like drives the same, rides the same infotainment.
But the MKZ,
And it's uglier.
The MKZ is that way about the Fusion, but it's still like the double pane glass is a more insulated interior.
Well, I think the Nautilus is awful, but This is fine. This is fine for people who...
I like the interior of the Nautilus better.
Really?
Mm. This is just too busy. I like the familiarity of the Lincoln.
Gotcha.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Last comments?
Yes.
There's no soft limiter.
No.
That Focus I just bought, I tried to rev it up, but got $3,000 and then would stop.
That's frustrating.
It's just like, and my Taurus too, it's like, why do some cars have it and some cars don't?
That's why Miran likes us to test.
We haven't been doing those lately. Anyways, speaking of Miran, he says if a car is going to do a 6-second pass, it should do the 60 foot in 1.1 to 1.6 seconds, and it should do 0 to 60 in a low 1 second.
Low 1 second. Yeah, that's
insane.
awesome.
0 to 1,000, 160.
Yeah. See. The Pittsburgh Man likes the chime. He says it sounds like Nintendo. Which is nicer, the 2022 Acura MDX or this?
Oh, the MDX.
Yeah.
RX
easy.
350. This is a 350. The Pittsburgh Man says final thoughts. It's a Lexus.
Yes.
It is all-wheel drive, correct?
Yes.
Mileage?
26.
26.
Mm-hmm.
That was only highway, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Xavier wants you to do a donut drift.
We tried. Won't work.
It won't happen. It just goes in a circle fast.
Just does a Lexus.
Yep.
It
Cool.
boats. It turns like a yacht.
We're good.
Neat. All right. Well, shut her down. Hop out. Thank you all so much for watching. We might be here later this week with the Outlander PHEV, but probably not. We'll probably be here next week with one of two exciting cars, either the Ford Raptor or the Jeep Wrangler 4xe plug-in hybrid.
Either one of those would be awesome.
Exactly. So we'll have fun next week and do some off-roading, maybe get stuck. It's been about a year since we got stuck, so
Oh my
maybe it's time
God.
to do it again. And we'll,
What?
a year
got
since
stuck?
we got stuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna take those up north.
Probably not.
How are we gonna get stuck?
The one we got stuck in the Land Rover,
Oh
remember?
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The Defender
There you go.
didn't defend us against the mud.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Technically it did. We didn't get muddy.
Chris had to though.
Oh yeah.
And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We're Charlie, Alyssa, and Nathan from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.